now, lots of interviews banning out with Frank Martin. He has a lot of things to say. Have you been hearing any of these interviews, or have you been just
No.
totally?
Last week or two, I haven't heard anything. We've been grinding with Tank, you know.
Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday is when he started, talking to the media and talking about the fight. As far as his training videos are concerned, what do you think about Frank Martin now? Like, do you feel like with him and Derek James also is like, he's dealing with like lawsuits with Spence. He's dealing with Ryan Garcia. You know, he Charlo need to come back. What do you think as far as the focus for DJ for Frank Martin? I know coaches. I
Derek
remember
James,
Calvin. Calvin used to say, "I study the coaches."
yeah. Derek James is a great coach, humble man, and he been around boxing long enough. He understands what fighters do, what they go through, and how emotional shit can get. You know what I mean? He's focused. Derek James is focused. One of my favorite coaches. I can't stress it enough. And I said it about a year ago. I said that Frank Martin is a dedicated fighter, and he's got a good coach. But I just don't think he he's ready. I think that if they took the fight later, it would be a better fight. Not saying he would beat Tank later, but it would be a better fight because of his dedication and his coach. But it would make the fight better. But right now, I think it's too soon.
Well, as far as I'm listening to some of the media questions, and honestly, I wish I was there, honestly, to ask some better questions. But regardless, I've seen that he's talked about the speed, the speed that he has over Tank. He thinks that he also has underrated feet. You know, he believes he has the better footwork at that fight. As far as that is concerned, do you feel like because he's probably going to use his feet more, that this fight might not end more earlier, maybe end later, or maybe the distance?
As a fighter, you're supposed to think that, you know.
What do
You,
you think about his feet? Do you think he, as far as the resume of Tank, do you feel like he has the better feet? Plus, he's southpaw, so all those little tricks that a southpaw has, they don't work in this situation.
if you go back and look at their fights, Tank got way better feet, better timing. I think Martin's feet is a bit better than Rolly's feet, just a bit better.
Oh
That's
shit,
my
that's not saying
opinion.
much.
That's my opinion. His feet, if you go back and look at him, he clumsy at times in his fights. And if he try to straighten it out now, he don't have enough time to straighten it out. He might try to commit toward the first couple of rounds.
Just repetitive mistakes, repetitive. It's part of his style. Yeah,
No
he
offense.
he
That's just
thinks
my
it's part
opinion.
of his
That's
style.
my opinion. That's just my opinion. No offense, you know.
Right.
I keep it one.
Um, as far as you know, they talked about the rehydration clause. Now I know that it was the WBC. What was this? What's the situation here with this
I
situation?
have no idea, but a lot of people think Tank make that rule. Tank don't have shit to do with the sanction. The sanction is making that happen. But a lot of people think it's Gervonta. No, it's the sanctions making it happen to make the sport safer. You know, and a lot of that shit started 20 years ago when Gotti fought the I forgot the guy's name, and he came in way bigger and knocked the guy out. The guy never fought again. That shit started way back then, but today's casual fans was 3 years old when that shit happened. They have no idea, you know.
Mm-hmm. Um, it was weird because I think that the clause even from the WBA.
WBA or WBC, one of them.
It's like
It ain't from. It ain't from. It
it's
ain't
like
from.
a WBC situation, but Tank don't even got the
Exactly.
WBC belt.
This shit is crazy, but the fans, they just all over the internet thinking Tank making this rule. Tank gonna have shit to do with that. You know, he don't have shit to do with that.
Also, uh, uh, is it possible rematch clause for this fight?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the logo.